Hey, Andrew here with Ambient Endeavors. Welcome back. Today we are checking out some more gear from Harmony. They sent over this H650 from their brand new 6 series line of amps, and I'm excited to show it to you. So the 650 is their 50 watt version. They've got 3 versions in this series, a 5 watt, 20 watt, and 50 watt combo. And they're really cool, really vibey amps with a lot of great features. So I'll go over the features in this guy. What you get with the 50 is 50 watts through 2 6L6 power tubes. It's 12AX7 preamp, and you also get an effects loop. You get spring reverb and trem, both foot switchable, and you get a pull boost switch, master volume, presence, and the standard bass treble mid tone stack. They all have Jensen speakers in them. They are made overseas, kind of different from their guitar line, but this allows them to really hit a price point that is pretty impressive, and I think makes it really accessible for a lot of people looking for a new amp. The 650 I think is around $1,000, but as you get into the 20 and the 5 watt versions, they're down in the $500 to $600 range. So it really is a pretty compelling price point. We're gonna go through a few different sounds, some of the features, but I'm kind of gonna treat this video as a first look. There have been some other great demos and walkthroughs of this amp. I got this from RJ Ronquillo. He did a great video on it, and many others have covered the series already. So it won't be an intensive deep dive into the features, but we'll try and hit all the different features in different clips and hear and talk about those a little bit. So let's get some sounds going. I'm playing a couple different guitars. We've got the Harmony Silhouette with Bigsby. We've got a Fender Vintera Telecaster Deluxe. And we're miking the amp up with a Cascade Fathead ribbon mic. Check it out. So there it is. That's the H650, the 50 watt version of the new 6 series line of amps from Harmony. Before I share some of my thoughts, I just want to say that Harmony did send this out to me on loan, and I'm getting a small fee to do this video and this review. But I'll be as honest and transparent as I can be despite that. So first off, I really liked the amount of headroom and the fact that with the 50 watt amp you do get a lot of nice big cleans. You also, with the gain and the master volume control, can dial in some cool grit and overdrive even at lower volumes on the 50 watt setting. So that's nice. I love the trem. It sounded really good every time I threw it on. I was glad it was on. I was a little bit bummed about the reverb, to be honest, and I'll preface this by saying I don't often use onboard reverb, so it's not a huge deal, but when I was using it on the video, it was usually like towards max at 7, 8, 9, and it still felt kind of subtle and in the background to me, so I would have hoped for a little more dynamics and a little bit more depth to the reverb. The effects loop is nice. Comes in handy if you want to run wet effects and not deal with muddying them up going into the front of the amp. So it was fun to try that out. The attenuator is a really nice feature. I love when combos and amps have that. And for an amp in this price range, it's a great feature to have. It would be cool to have slightly different tiers of wattages. There's a big jump from 50 watts to 1 watt, so having something in between there would have been awesome, but that's a small critique. Otherwise, it's a really cool amp. Like I said, it kind of has its own character. It has a raw, kind of gritty overdrive that I liked. If I was playing like an indie rock band around town or something, it'd be a fun amp to just kind of get some of that flavor right from the amp. The 50 is kind of a beast. It's about 50 pounds. It's big and heavy, but it would be great for big stages. If you're wanting something for the bedroom or basement or smaller clubs around town, you might want to look into the 20 or even the 5 watt version. But I've had a lot of fun with the amp so far, and it seems to, like I said, be a great value. They look great, cool aesthetics, cool vibe, and they seem like they're solidly built. And the 3 different models and the price points of each give you some options depending on what applications you're going to be using them for. So thanks again to Harmony for sending this out. Thank you guys for watching. Let me know if you have questions in the comments below, and we'll see you later.